Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Okay, so for this video, gonna do a doubleheader preview. Going to do my preview of Impact Wrestling Emergence and AEW All In. So we got two big shows coming up this coming Sunday, August 27th. Got a lot of matches to go over between both shows, but we're going to start off with Emergence, and then we're going to finish out with All In. Sound good? You ready? I'm ready. So, Impact Wrestling Emergence 2023. This will take place at the Rebel Entertainment Complex in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So going up north for this show, we have 10 matches total for this show, which I believe 2 of them are pre-show matches. So got a good number of matches for the show. So let's go ahead and get started going through the card. Alrighty. One second, let me get my graphics ready. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. As I said, we got 2 pre-show matches, which they're countdown to Emergence, which will take place Sunday, August 27th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The main card will begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyway, so the first pre-show match, we have a tag team match, as we have the team of the Good Hands, made up of John Skyler and Jason Hotch, and they will be taking on the tag team of Hendry and Uemura. Now, I know lately Hendry and Uemura have been teaming up quite a bit. You know, they've been doing, segments, different video packages together, so creating that synergy, and I believe that's going to continue into this event, and I believe they will pick up the victory over the Good Hands. So, pretty simple pick if you ask me, but picking Hendry and Uemura to pick up the victory. Alright, now let's go into our last pre-show match. We have a singles match. We have Alan Angels taking on Speedball Mike Bailey. Yeah, this is also a pretty easy one if you ask me. Gonna go with Speedball Mike Bailey to pick up the victory. That's pretty much all there is to say. Like I said, this is a pretty easy one. So, okay, now we transition to the main card. Now for the main card, just a heads up, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we got 4 championship matches on the main card, so not bad. Unfortunately, one of the championship matches I don't have the match graphics for, so I do apologize for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that one out the way. And that is the singles match for the Impact Digital Media Championship. As the champion, Kenny King will defend the title against Johnny Swinger. I don't expect anything crazy to happen with this match, so I'm picking the K-I-N-G King to retain the Digital Media Championship. I think this is a pretty simple pick. I don't see Johnny Swinger winning, so that's my pick. Okay. I have the graphics for the rest of these, so let's continue on with the card. Okay, next up, we have a back to school match. We have Eddie Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian. Now, when it comes to back to school, both competitors trained under Killer Kowalski. So this being, a back to school match, this is to honor Killer Kowalski, which they both trained under. So pretty neat. So if I remember correctly, this is the rubber match, because I believe they're 1-1. They're 1-1. In all honesty, I could see it going either way. I can really see it going either way. I guess I'll just go with Eddie Edwards to pick up the victory. I can't say that I really have a favorite in this run back, or in this rubber match. But I'm gonna just pick Eddie Edwards. But I think it could go either way, if you ask me. Okay, let's go into our next match, which should be quite chaotic. Okay, we have a fatal 4-way for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. MK Ultra, the champions, which are Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly, they will be defending the tag titles against the SHAWntourage, made up of Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans, versus the Death Dolls, made up of Courtney Rush and Jessicka Havok, versus the Coven, made up of Kilynn King and Taylor Wilde. I expect this match to be rather chaotic, and hopefully all 4 teams will be showcased really well. But I am going to pick MK Ultra to retain the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. You got a few solid teams. For me not being a fan of the Knockout Tag Team division for obvious reasons, with the history behind these tag titles, you got a decent number of tag teams in this match. I'm actually kind of impressed. Surprisingly impressed. But I still have my reservations. So just keep that in mind. But I'm picking MK Ultra to pick up the victory and retain the titles. Alrighty. Let's continue on with the next match. Alright, we got ourselves a no disqualification match as Diener, of course accompanied by Khan, will face Eric Young. Eric Young has kind of got the best of Diener since he's returned, so I don't know. Like, I could see Diener winning, especially with Khan on his side, and maybe, others of, I don't know. I mean, it's no DQ, so anything can happen. I feel like Eric Young got the best of him previously, so I'm going to go with Diener to pick up the victory. I think he's going to have, some tricks up his sleeve to pull off this victory. But we'll see. But I'm gonna pick Diener to pick up the victory. Alrighty. let's keep it going. How about tag team title match? All right. This is for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. As the champs, Subculture, made up of Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. Of course, Danny Luna will be accompanying them. They will defend the titles against the Rascalz, made up of Trey, Miguel, and Zachary Wentz. I expect this to be an awesome match. You got two really strong tag teams here, and I think they're going to put on a clinic. You know, don't be surprised if this becomes a candidate for match of the card. Don't be surprised. But I am going to go with Subculture retaining the tag titles. But I think it'll be a great match. Looking forward to this one. Should be really, really good. Alrighty. Let's see. This next match I'm looking very forward to. Alrighty, we got ourselves an 8-man tag team match. We have the team of Time Machine, made up of Kushida, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, with Josh Alexander taking on the team of Bully Ray, Moose, Brian Myers, and Leo Rush. Whew, I expect this to be a very high-impact, action-packed match. And, of course, you know I'm going to be rooting hard for Time Machine and Josh Alexander. They are my picks to win. But, I mean, you never know. You got a lot of rivalries in this match, especially, you know, Bully Ray, Josh Alexander, Chris Sabin, Leo Rush. So, I mean, you got a little something there. But I'm definitely going with Time Machine and Josh Alexander to pick up the victory. Gonna be rooting for them hard. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. This should be really interesting. We got a special singles match as coming all the way from Japan, you know, New Japan Pro Wrestling. We have the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the World Heavyweight Champion, SANADA, and he will be taking on Jake something. This is such a big opportunity for Jake something. Now, I know that this is a non-title match. But just an opportunity for Jake something to be able to take on New Japan Pro Wrestling's top champion in SANADA. I think it'll be really good for him. And, yeah, should be quite a good match. You know, I remember seeing Jake something's return, and he looked good. He looked really good. But I'm picking the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion SANADA to pick up the victory. But it should be a good match. Should be a really good match. Jake something has had great matches before, so get ready to add this one to his list. Okay. And then what I believe will be the main event of Emergence. We have the Knockouts World Championship on the line. As the champion, Trinity will defend against the virtuoso, Deonna Purrazzo, former Knockouts World Champion. So this is the run back. This is the run back. Now remember, last time they went against each other, Trinity made Deonna Purrazzo tap out. Something we normally don't see her do. Not for a long time. I think this will be another instant classic. This should be a really, really good run back, but I'm picking Trinity to retain the Knockouts Championship. So ultimately, I don't see any title changes for Emergence, but you never know. But pretty good card. For the most part, pretty good card. And I think it'll be cool, you know, if this does end up being the main event with Deonna Purrazzo and Trinity. I think that's awesome to have those ladies main event this show. So, really, really good stuff. But that is your card for Impact Wrestling Emergence, which, like I said, is this Sunday, tomorrow, August 27th, at pre-shows at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, main card 8 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check that out. Okay, so before we go into the AEW All In card, here's a quick word on the sponsor for this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to watch and enjoy Blitzball Champ gaming content here on the U to the Tube, be sure you take a moment to check out the link to the description for Game Beauty. Game Beauty offers a variety of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. They offer items such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, and even non-makeup items such as these graphic t-shirts. They also have collaboration items like this Persona 5 Royal Limited Edition makeup collection, as you can see here, which you can get it as a full collection, or you can get different bundles of this collection as well as different pieces separately. Also, Game Beauty offers free domestic and international shipping to most countries for orders over $60. And be sure to use the promo code Blitzball_champ, all in caps, and you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to take advantage of that nice little discount. And now, back to our regularly scheduled video. Enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, AEW All In 2023. This will be taking place at one of the company's, pretty much the company's biggest stage. This time going all the way to London, England, Wembley Stadium. Whew. Whew. Wembley Stadium in London, England for this year's All In pay-per-view. We have 11 total matches, with 7 of them being championship matches. So this is quite a loaded card. Now, 2 of the matches are the All-In 0 hour pre-show. So 2 of the matches, but both of them are championship matches. But let's go ahead and get started on this card. Okay, starting out, we have the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line, as the champions, Aussie Open, will defend against the team of MJF and Adam Cole. So, I gotta keep it real with you. I really don't see any point in them winning these titles, to be honest with you. I mean, despite them being best friends now, I don't see it happening. I really don't. So I'm picking Aussie Open to retain the ROH World Tag Team Championships. There's really no point for MJF and Adam Cole to be tag team champions, if you ask me. So this really is an easy pick. It's an easy pick. Okay. And then the last pre-show match. We have the FTW Championship on the line, as the champion, Jack Perry, will defend against former champion Hook. Once again, I think this will be another easy one. I'm picking Jack Perry to retain the championship. You know, this is the run back, and I think it'll be a pretty decent run back, but I don't see Hook winning the title back. So, gonna go with Jack Perry to retain. But should be really good. Should be good. Okay, now the next graphic's gonna cover like the rest of the card, so just keep that in mind, but I'm gonna point out the focus of the match I'll be looking at. So just keep that in mind. Alright, we're gonna start from the bottom and work up to the top of the graphic, okay? Okay, here we go. Alrighty, so at the bottom here, we have the Stadium Stampede match, as we have the teams of, so it's 5-on-5, by the way, 5-on-5. The teams are the Blackpool Combat Club, made up of Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and the returning Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz. And they will be taking on the team of Best Friends, made up of Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor, Eddie Kingston, and Penta El Cielo Miedo. Now, to be honest, I know Proud and Powerful just came back, but I have to say, Eddie Kingston pulled off a pretty nasty backstage promo at Collision, and I could really see this as the match that Eddie Kingston gets revenge. I could see that. So, but Blackpool Combat Club and Proud and Powerful together just, that's, I don't know, y'all, because I know they took out Ray Phoenix, so excuse me. Just based on Eddie Kingston's promo, I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston, Best Friends, and Penta El Cielo Miedo to win. But I won't be mad if Proud and Powerful and Blackpool Combat Club win. But I just got to go with Eddie Kingston's team, just based off of that dark promo. So that's my take on that. Okay, next up, we have a trios match, as we have the Golden Elite, made up of Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi, taking on the team of Konosuke Takeshita and Bullet Club Gold, which are Switchblade Jay White and Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Should be a really, really good match. I definitely like all 6 wrestlers in this match. But I'm going to go with the Golden Elite to pick up the victory. at Wembley Stadium. But this should be good. This should be really good. I could see it going either way, but I'm gonna go with the Golden Elite to pick up the win. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we got ourselves a Coven match. We got the team of Darby Allin and Sting taking on the team of Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage. Here's my thing with this match. I'm going to go with Darby Allin and Sting to win, mainly because on pay-per-view, Sting has been undefeated. So it's kind of hard for me to bet against him. It's really hard for me to bet against him. So I'm going to go with Darby Allin and Sting to pick up the victory. But should be an interesting match. Swerve being in it, just, if you ask me, makes it kind of weird. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Next up, we have a special singles match as we have Chris Jericho taking on the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay. Which, by the way, Chris Jericho and Fozzy are supposed to also be performing at Wembley Stadium, performing Judas. So, keep that in mind. Jericho versus Ospreay. I know this was a match that was supposed to happen back before the pandemic. Excuse me. I know that, well, Chris Jericho did attack Will Ospreay at Rev Pro. So he did kind of get a little bit of revenge. But I'm going to have to go with the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay, to pull off the victory in his home country of England. Yeah, I'm going to go with Will Ospreay to pick up the win. But should be a great match, though. Or at least here's hoping. But should be a great match. Alrighty. Let's keep it going. We got the AEW World Trios Championships on the line. As the champions, the House of Black, of course made up of Brody King, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, taking on the Acclaimed, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Billy Gunn. I mean, Billy Gunn looks like he's going to do one more match, suit up for one more match. But to be honest, I really don't see the Acclaim winning. I don't see the Acclaim winning. I got to keep it real with you. So, going to have to go with House of Black to retain. I don't see Acclaimed winning. But that's just me. Next up, we have the quote-unquote real world championship on the line. As we have CM Punk, the champ, the supposed champ, defending against Samoa Joe. To be honest, I could care less whether there's a title in the picture or not. I mean, not like it's necessary. I mean, it's CM Punk and Samoa Joe. I personally would rather for it be the ROH World Television Championship, but this whole real world championship crap is just ridiculous. But, I'm pretty sure CM Punk is going to retain, so, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like having a real world championship on the line is really cheesy, but that's me. That's me. All right, let's keep it going. Next up, AEW World Tag Team Championships. The champs, FTR, defending against the Young Bucks. Oh, man. I love both teams. I mean, you know, FTR, they're from North Carolina, just like me. This is probably one of the matches where I could actually see the titles change hands. So I'm actually gonna pick the Young Bucks to become the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. I think they'll end up dethroning FTR, but I won't be mad if FTR wins. I like both teams, so I'm cool either way. But I'm predicting the Young Bucks will become the new champs. Okay. Next up, we have a fatal four-way for the AEW Women's World Championship. The champion, Hikaru Shida, will defend against Saraya, Toni Storm, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Let me just say this. I know Saraya is in her home of London, England, but I'm gonna tell you right now, she better not win. I think and truly believe that Hikaru Shida should win and retain the championship. So I'm picking Hikaru Shida to win. Yeah, that I'm gonna just leave it at that because it really should be simple. Really should be simple. But looking forward to that match. I hope all four ladies do great. I believe they will, but Shida for the win. And then finally, the main event of All In at Wembley Stadium is for the AEW World Championship. As the champion, MJF defends against Adam Cole. I am predicting, and this might be crazy, but I am predicting that Adam Cole just completely blasts MJF. You know, the whole friendship being a ruse, and Adam Cole just takes advantage, and he ends up winning the big one at Wembley Stadium and becoming the new AEW World Champion. I could be dead wrong. I could be just totally crazy and out of left field, but I just feel like they got to do something to account for, you know, the bond that him and Roderick Strong had, being that, you know, he got taken out by MJF in the first place. So, and especially getting dissed by MJF as well. But in all honesty, I would love to see Adam Cole pull it off and win the big one. So, picking Adam Cole come new AEW World Champion. But this is huge. This is really, really huge. And then turn around, I believe the following weekend they got AEW All Out. So, man, 2 back-to-back pay-per-views like that. Man, it's crazy. Really, really crazy. But, yeah, that is your card for All In. You know, definitely different from how they did this originally before AEW really became a thing, you know, back in 2018, I believe. All In had a combination of a whole bunch of different promotions, or at least wrestlers representing tons of different promotions. So, format this time's kind of different, but still a pretty dang on good card. Still a pretty good card. But anyway, that'll do it for this doubleheader preview for both Impact Wrestling Emergence and AEW All In. Don't forget to check out the link to the description for Game Beauty. And let me know what y'all's predictions are for both shows. Impact Wrestling Emergence, AEW All In. Let me know your predictions. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I am exhausted and I'm about to go pass out. So, for another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Laters. I'm about to pass out.